From Laker Turf in Oswego, New York, WTOP 10 TV presents afternoon coverage of field hockey. The Wilkes University Colonels face the Oswego State Lakers. On the call for you on this great, beautiful afternoon, I'm Garrett Chan, joined by Jacob Bradley, and we got a great game for opening weekend for Oswego State Lakers. Yesterday's game, they got the victory, and they look to improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, a lot to prove for this Oswego State Lakers team. As for the Wilkes Colonels, this is their first time out there this season, so it's going to be interesting. A couple teams. This is not a SUNY matchup, so no conference risk for either side, but still you want to pick up those big wins, especially early on in the season.
Exactly. You got two teams that are coming in right out of the gate. The Lakers got a victory over the Manhattanville College yesterday by a score of 5-2. As for the Colonels, they enter this season. This is their first game. First time in the landmark conference for this season. We'll talk about more about kind of their just the introduction into this new conference and facing these new teams as we're just about underway for game time. And here we go. The Colonels and the Lakers all set here at the Laker Turf. The Wilkes University Colonels sporting the blue tops and the blue shorts. The Lakers sporting the white tops and the green shorts. A tussle toward midfield and a stoppage already between in this game. As for the Lakers, they continue to dominate possession throughout yesterday's game and will continue to mount more offense in the early stages of this contest as the Lakers scored early and often in the first quarter and look to get off to a great start here as the ball's now passed over to the Colonels.
Yeah, and on your point there, Garrett, this Lakers team, they do score a lot very early, especially looking back to last season. So it's going to be important for Wilkes to try to prevent that. And, even if they can be the ones to score first, it seems like many times last year the team that scored first was the team that wound up taking the victory, especially when it came to the Lakers. So it's going to be interesting to see who breaks the seal.
Just for context, the Lakers last season outscored their opponents in the first quarter by a score of 13-6, and they continued to do that yesterday by 2-1 as the Lakers moved the ball down the field, passes all the way down before it's turned over back to the Colonels, who circle back in their defensive zone. Lakers creating some offensive pressure, and now another whistle. Josephine Palucci with the ball as she sends it forward, but it's quickly intercepted by the Lakers as they push it forward. Down, a quick tussle there, and another stoppage. So the Lakers creating some pressure. The Colonels a little on their heels at this moment.
That was Olivia Gayaski there on the stop for the Colonels. So great defense for her, but now we might have a potential scoring opportunity here, Chan.
Here come the Lakers as they try to create something toward the middle of the field, but the Colonels will regain possession. As you can see, the Lakers are just breathing down the Colonels' necks. It's just, you see so many of those blue uniforms toward their defensive zone, and the Lakers just keep going toward the ball.
And she takes one there in the hand. That was something that the Lakers, they're just so good at, is keeping that offensive pressure. You're going to see a lot of time spent in the scoring zone for the Lakers. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Colonels are able to stop that.
Here's Molly Darcy navigating down the far side of the field and is given up toward the Colonels all the way down toward midfield. A whistle is blown. Let's quickly talk about the head coaches for both teams.
Let's do it.
Both head coaches entering their first season. We'll start with the Lakers. Caitlin Hoover got her first victory yesterday in her NCAA debut, previously at Mansfield University, serving as the leader for the field hockey program for the last 2 years, and of course winning her first career game. So a big milestone as she anticipates more victories down the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in you think of just the dynamic of playing under a new coach, especially in college. There's a lot of seniors on this Laker roster. So you're going to get, they're used to playing under one coach. So now you get a new one your senior year. It could be a little bit different, but it didn't seem to affect the Lakers yesterday picking up the victory.
Lakers certainly picked right where they left off last year as they continue to mount offensive pressure. And the Colonels are now bringing it down midfield. A quick tussle there. It goes out of bounds. Now the Lakers toward midfield, trying to formulate some offense as it goes out of bounds again. And now let's go into the Colonels head coach, Ashley Irwin, also entering her first season as the leader. It's going to be an interesting year for this team, considering that, as I touched on earlier, they're transitioning to the Landmark Conference to start the season. Last year they finished with an overall record of 4-12 in the Middle Atlantic Conference. So hopefully with this new head coach, they can get their field hockey program off to a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's got a lot of experience here, does Ashley Irwin. She was the head coach at Keystone for 9 seasons. So, just a lot of experience. She was also, 2021, she was added to Wilkes as an assistant athletic director. That was at Keystone. So now she's coming back coaching again, went 9 seasons with Keystone, spent a little bit as the athletic director, now back coaching. But, a little bit of success for them over at Keystone. So same thing like I mentioned, and especially this time too, going and playing in a new conference. So almost a complete reset for Wilkes. New head coach, new conference, new set of opponents. So it's certainly one of those things that is, you got to wonder how that'll all come into play. Effectively a clean slate for the Colonels.
Much like high school students transitioning to college.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting how they transition facing newer teams, possibly a different style of play, different competition.
Yeah.
As the Lakers will now get a free hit, which is something they largely dominated last season, continuing to make abundance of offensive opportunities, and they have one right here. Ball set up right here for Molly Darcy, and another stoppage of play here.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of those in last night's game. So something like you said, Garrett, that the Lakers truly shined in last year. And so not many opportunities for that yesterday, hence maybe the low score.
Yeah, which is quite uncharacteristic for the Lakers.
It is.
But once again, first game, try and get the cobwebs out.
Right.
As they look to find a sense of comfortability as they face their second game play their second game this afternoon. Molly Darcy again toward the far side of the field. We are approaching the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter. Still scoreless between the Lakers and the Colonels. Another stoppage of play here. So far the Lakers on their offensive side of the field, creating opportunities, and the Colonels unable to get the ball out of their zone for the majority of this opening quarter.
Yeah, haven't really seen too much from the Wilkes offense. Like I said, it's been a lot on the right side of the field from the Lakers, which is, I think, might be the theme of this game going forward.
Something to watch certainly over the course of this game as Caitlin Jordan, pushes the ball out of bounds. The Colonels will regain possession. Strong hit there as the Lakers try to mount something early, and Colonels go right back.
Well, good pass, just out of the reach.
Out of reach there. So clearly the Colonels are starting to get a quick feel as they're establishing some long passes, hopefully leading to more opportunities for their team.
Yeah, and that's something that they're going to need to find those little holes, that opportunity. Because we talk about the Lakers offense. Lakers defense is very strong as well. So, and clearly the Wilkes defense is very strong, being able to stop this Lakers pressure early on. But they're going to need to take those opportunities, find those holes, and move it closer and closer and closer without something like that happening.
Seeing a lot of play toward the middle of the field right now. A quick back and forth between the Colonels and the Lakers. Number 6, Olivia Gayoski gives it up, and the Lakers. Gayoski regains possession and hits it forward toward midfield to Anne-Marie LeBron. Play along the far sideline before a whistle is called. So the Lakers and Colonels, they're kind of going that back and forth, Just when you think something's going on, the other team responds, and you get that stoppage of play, so you get a chance to reset and hopefully formulate those good passes leading to hopefully a score early on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just think of the game in general and how much space there is on the field, as the shot goes wide there. But, yeah, it's not as wide as, say, like the soccer field. It doesn't use the whole turf. But there's a lot of distance to cover, especially making your way slowly up the field. It's difficult. So a lot of times we will see these kind of going back and forth towards the middle of the field for minutes on end.
Recovered by Erin Schaefer as she's surrounded by two Colonel defenders, as we saw before. Kate McNally with trying to get one in the back of the net with an ambitious shot, just went past the right goal post. Ball is now recovered by Casey Simser as she plays near the near sideline. Once again surrounded by two Colonel defenders. Great stick work there by Devin Donnelly, and another whistle as the Colonels recover possession. Lakers once again intercepting a pass, and a whistle was called. Casey Simser was in the middle of play, and they quickly recover. Kate McNally toward the middle of the field. Great interception by the Colonels defense, and they clear it and rolls out of bounds. Approaching the 5.5-minute mark. This first quarter is certainly flying by. Both teams putting on a good display. Colonels, especially with their defense, and the Lakers creating some good offensive pressure.
Yeah, Julia Alvey with the ball there, the lone freshman in the starting lineup for the Lakers, which you got to assume they must like her a lot.
Yeah.
So somebody that they can potentially build upon for the next 4 years.
Certainly a good young piece to build for this Laker field hockey program, as the ball is now navigated toward midfield. The Colonels doing a great job here. Bridget Rosenfield.
I want to correct myself. Not the lone freshman in the lineup. Kai Phillips, the goaltender, also a freshman.
That's right. So the Lakers having some fresh faces as the starters for this field hockey team. Whistle is blown here as Maura Hensel is surrounded by two Laker players. A quick hit there, and is quickly recovered by Bridget Rosenfield as she pushes it down. Great play by the Colonels as they look to get something going. Morgan Millard toward the far sideline as she tussles with a Laker defender. Lakers regain possession and pushing it down the field. Rolling out of bounds, number 22, Erin Schaefer breaking up the play there. This first quarter is certainly flying by.
It is.
It's great opening quarter for these two teams. Just a great display, great performance, and hopefully we get a nice, good, close game like we did yesterday.
Pitchers matchup, as they would say.
That's
Gary
right.
Chen. 0-0 currently.
A pitcher's duel.
3:38 remaining in this first period of play.
The Lakers working their defensive zone as it rolls towards the stick of Devin Donnelly. Looking for some help, but great defense there by the Lakers. Whistle is blown here as she tried to get some help from Maura Hensel. Natalie Shields bringing it up down the near sideline, passes it over to Caitlin Jordan as she passes it Caitlin Jordan recovers, looking for a chance to get it past to Taylor Bauer as it rolls all the way back. Julia Alvey pushing it toward the Lakers' offensive zone. Another stoppage here as the Lakers, they're getting some free hits in their offensive zone, and the Colonels trying to establish a defensive wall of some sort and create an impenetrable defense. Very successful so far.
And they're going to get another corner shot here as the Colonels put the masks on, get set to stand in the goal. So potentially a big opportunity here for the Lakers. Ellie Kazel is going to take the shot from the corner.
That's right. And Similar to what we saw last fall with this field hockey team, they had a lot of players with those powerful shots, and they just kind of wind it up as they pass it to Molly Darcy, who winds it up for a shot, and it goes past the net. Great opportunity there. The Lakers, so far, 2 shots on goal, nothing so far to show for it. As we approach the 2-minute mark here in the opening quarter, the Lakers and the Colonels scoreless thus far. Recovery here by Jordan Pugh as she pushes it forward to number 10, Morgan Hermanovsky from Shiksheni, Pennsylvania.
You've been waiting to say that.
It's interesting.
I'll give you one more chance to say it again.
Shiksheni, Pennsylvania?
Shiksheni, Pennsylvania.
What a name.
I mean, obviously a lot of Pennsylvania natives on the Wilkes team, but...
certainly had to take quite the trip from the Wilkes-Barre area.
Absolutely.
Maura Hensel looking for a pass to push forward. Clever stick work there, but is quickly recovered by Kazel on the far corner. Quick tussle toward the far sideline, and the Colonels will take over possession as we approach the final minute, or we are in the final minute.
We are.
Of the first quarter. Lakers pushing the ball forward. Great play there as they hop up the ball. Colonels trying to clear it and push it toward the near sideline. Clever stick play strategy there. Pushes it out. Interesting strategy by Palucci as she just pushes it out and forces the Lakers to take it from the near sideline.
Yeah, I mean, the farther and farther you get away from the goal, I mean, we talk about just the distance in the field and working your way down. You know, the farther you push them away from the goal, it's almost like having to start over again.
That's
in
right.
many ways. So, not a bad move whatsoever by the Colonels.
A quick reset for the Colonels as they perhaps catch a breather and put the Lakers in farther distance from the goal as we approach the final seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that does it for the first quarter between Oswego State Lakers and the Wilkes University Colonels. Scoreless so far. A lot of the action dominated toward the Colonels' defensive side, but the Lakers have nothing to show for it. And we enter the second quarter with no team on top yet.
Yeah, which, you know, is super rare. I know me and you, we've both had some field hockey calling experience in the past over the last, just 2 years of being a part of the TV station here. Very rare to see a 0-0 score amongst Oswego State Lakers field hockey. So, you got to wonder, too, a couple seniors leaving the team last year. Maybe it's finding a little bit of identity for both teams as well. Oswego had a lot of chances in their own, or in the Wilkes College, or Wilkes University zone, if I could get the actual name right of the school. But, maybe just trying to figure out who's going to step up early on, Also, too, we talk about this not being a conference match for either side. So as we build towards conference play, Garrett, I guess I'll throw a question to you. How important is it to get a variety of different players in the game, kind of see what you have for the games that, quote-unquote, count when the season comes down to it? I mean, each player is going to have some sort of role, especially in early on. You're going to have some players that have been on the team, have established themselves as one of the offensive or defensive figures of this Oswego State Lakers team. But then, you have the new players, the younger players, bringing in a fresh skill set. So over the course of the season, we'll see more players get some more playing time and utilize a different way of approach, perhaps a different game strategy from game to game. It just so happens that for the first 2 games, yesterday and now today, they're going with the same starters, and they're probably going to play that same type of play before they let other of their team step onto the field. Yeah, no, for sure. And, especially with Wilkes being in that new conference, you want to make sure you got a pretty good idea. And, also, too, think about this. 2 new coaches. We talked about it in the first. Maybe all they know off the top of their head is the stat sheet, much like me and you, So maybe it's trying to see whose style meshes with who. And, getting a different variety of players out there for both sides. So I think that's one of the exciting parts about early on in the season is, you don't know what you're going to see. You'll see a lot of first goals, see a lot of first times out on the field. It's awesome. So
that's right.
15 down, 45 left.
There we go. As we start pickup action, ready for the second quarter, another 15 minutes. So far, scoreless between the Lakers and the Colonels. The Colonels will bring it back toward their defensive zone. And a quick whistle toward the midfield circle, and the Colonels will move forward with possession. As Hensel pushes it toward the far sideline, toward Pugh, before the Lakers recover the ball. Aaron Schaefer now pushes it along towards number 19, Kate McNally, going down the far sideline, and she continues to navigate into the Wilkes defensive zone. The ball goes out of play, so a great offensive set piece there for the Lakers. And let's talk quickly about the goalies for both sides. We'll start with the Wilkes University Colonels. We have the senior Carly Idle, played 16 games last year, allowed 48 goals, averaging 3.3 goals allowed. So certainly room for improvement, but certainly a great player to have minding the net.
Yeah, had success as well in the MAC conference last year. It says right here, Conference Player of the Week, MAC Freedom Defensive Player of the Week from October 4th, 2021. So obviously a lot of experience. If she's winning awards back then, you got to assume she's been their goaltender for the last couple of years. So
that's right.
Having somebody who's experienced in goal, not something that the Lakers have this year, with Kai Phillips in there. So it's kind of almost a tale of two sides, you know what I mean? Having a senior with experience versus a freshman getting the first shot out there.
Idle, of course, had a .706 save percentage. Certainly a great defensive player in her own right. And we, as Jacob touched on, Kai Phillips made his debut in yesterday's game against Manhattanville College, of course, allowing those 2 goals, but overall really solid during those 60 minutes.
Absolutely. Kai Phillips, somebody that the program is going to look to build around. He's got a lot of potential. We talked about the freshman Julie Alvey being in line for the first time. Turn into a freshman goaltender. That's a gutsy move.
That's right.
Especially the last couple of years up here, we've seen Erica Shabline in goal for the Lakers. So getting somebody new in there, it's going to be interesting what Kai Phillips has got.
Shabline was an absolute force for the Lakers in the net, and hoping for more of the same from Phillips. But the Lakers' offense continuing to dominate their offensive side of the field. The Colonels pushing a great pass forward, and they're mounting something here. With numbers, they push it downfield toward the far sideline. Hermanovsky pushing it. The Lakers trip there, and toward the middle of the field. Great stop there by the Lakers defense. Colonel still with the ball. Phillips trying to block it everything she can in front of the goal. A stack of players, and it goes in the back of the net. Just a pile of players there by the Colonels. The numbers game pays off, and the Colonels strike first.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get a replay on that. We saw the ball. It almost looked like Kai Phillips had his eye on something specifically, and then the ball kind of squirted out behind, and just from that point, you could almost call it a cakewalk to find the back of the net. So, unfortunately, the Lakers find themselves down 1-0, but only 1 goal, and that was really, honestly, one of the first opportunities that we'd seen Wilkes have that close to the goal. So, and the Lakers haven't had too many opportunities in front of the goal. So,
that's right.
Just some great defense before the goaltender even needs to come into play. So
that's right. First time the Lakers are trailing this season.
All season.
And the Colonels having a great start. Very few offensive opportunities early in this game, but they certainly made that one count as the Lakers look to get back in this game. Offense has not been a problem for them over the past couple of games, and they look to replicate that more as they make something happen here. Great work by the Colonels there as they push it toward the near sideline. The Lakers will play from out of bounds. Kate McNally surrounded by 2 Colonel defenders as she tries to navigate through this strong Colonels defense, who have not only gotten off to a great start early, but certainly made the Lakers work toward trying to get their first goal. Great backhanded pass there to Morgan Millard as she strikes it toward midfield. Gajowski surrounded by 2 Laker defenders as she circles, continues to hold on to the ball. Whistle blown there. And Gajowski will give the ball up to Maura Hensel as she strikes it forward down the field as it rolls and remains in play, recovered by Julia Alvey. Number 19, Rosenfield, creating some good offensive pressure there, and so the Lakers will take it from their own zone.
Yeah, a lot more aggressive on the offensive attack are the Colonels here in this second quarter of play. You know, maybe now that they've kind of felt out Oswego on offense, maybe they go, hey, it's our turn now.
That's right.
Let's turn up the heat a little bit, as they would say.
Irwin telling her team to put on some aggressiveness, and certainly has paid off here at the 9:24 left in the second quarter. Colonels up 1-0 over the Oswego State Lakers. And looking for more here as Maura Hensel keeps pushing the ball down the field, navigating through 3 Lakers defenders. Stoppage of play here. Hensel with the ball, now a player to certainly pay attention to over the course of the game. And even this season, a graduate student, top 5 on the team in points last year. So certainly a solid offensive piece for this Colonels team.
Absolutely.
Quick hit there, and the Lakers will now regain possession.
Ooh.
The Lakers player falls here for a
Big
foul.
ball.
So they will try play with the Colonels creating some pressure, something the Lakers aren't used to through these first 2 games as they push it out of bounds toward the far sideline. 7:58 left in the second quarter. Big hit there by Porterfield, and the Lakers regain possession. Pass there by Hensel, and now the Colonels look to get something going here.
Excellent ball movement there, too.
Rosenfield with the ball, navigating Lakers defenders. A foul called, and the Lakers will get a free hit. Immediately, they get on the roll. Number 10, Molly Darcy, looking for a Laker player in toward the midfield, but nothing shown there. And the Colonels will now have Gajowski passing it back to Porterfield. Hermanovsky along the far sideline will dish it out to Porterfield. Lakers will make a substitution here.
Very timely one as well, because they had a little bit of opening just past, I believe that's Abigail Redmond.
Good chance there for the Lakers. Certainly a tactic worth paying attention to as they try to make those substitutions at the right time. Of course, field hockey, you can make it whenever at their discretion, and great opportunity there with a wide open field.
Totally. No, it was just out of the reach there of Redmond on the pass, but you know that could be dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
Having all that open space and then going, hey, tag me in. So it's certainly something that they need to watch out, hence why, you know, keep it a couple defenders so that you don't ever have that odd man rush is just a good thing to have.
Ellie Kazel and Kubler trying to formulate something along the far sideline, but the Colonels will dish the ball toward midfield. Ball roll out again as we are under 6 minutes in the first half. Colonels up 1-0 on a Interesting goal, I'd
Yeah.
say. Just a pile of players in front of Phillips, and it just trickled past him, and Colonels established an early lead.
Absolutely, yeah. The Lakers, it's one of those things where it's tough to swallow that early goal, but it's as the great Tommy Tallarino and Rocky Balboa would say, it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit.
That's right.
So we'll have to see how the Lakers bounce back.
Good old reference there as the ball rolls out of bounds, and the Lakers will recover possession. More substitutions being made during the stoppage of play by both sides, hoping to get fresh legs here during this final 5 minutes. Here come the Lakers. Kate McNally leading a charge and
Some excellent
down
passing.
the field. Great work there by Kazel to keep it inbounds. Clever stick work there. Intercepted by the Colonels. Kazel relentless in her offensive pursuit.
Big opportunity here for the Lakers.
Corner shot for the Lakers. Kazel will take it from the far corner. Great work there by recent substitutes Abigail Redmond and Caitlin Jordan, certainly making their presence felt early on. Ellie Kazel with a soft pass there to Kate McNally, who finds Molly Darcy, winds up for the shot. Great save there. And a stoppage of play there. What a save.
What an excellent defensive stop overall. What a save, of course. But, trying something different. Usually we see him go towards the middle, kind of kicking it off to the side, did Kazel. So, just seemed like a little bit of an audible, too, there. You had Nancy Pagliaroli going down and talking to her, so maybe a little audible for the Lakers. As a B has come to join us up here in the press box. But
certainly welcome here.
Yeah, got a third person on the booth. But
silent reporter, perhaps? Who knows?
Silent reporter B. But no, excellent stop nonetheless. As we digress, there it goes by the Colonels there.
Stoppage of play here. 3:45 left in the first half. Lakers pushing the ball downfield. Molly Darcy leading the charge. Wide open there. Another shot there by Caitlin Jordan. And it goes off out of bounds. So great opportunities for the Lakers. Shots have just not been on target.
Let's talk a little bit there on that just possession. Something that I noticed was the off-the-ball defense from McKenna Budzak.
Nice.
You had Abigail Redmond kind of almost in the goalie's blind side there. It was an excellent pass that could have been an easy tip-in for Redmond, but Budzak was on top of that, playing one pass ahead, and the ball, just because of that, rolled right out of bounds. So just excellent job off the ball there, which has been a huge reason as to why the Lakers have yet to crack into the scoreboard.
A solid defensive instinct by the Colonels, just in the latest example there, as the ball rose just out of reach of Ellie Kazel. So the Colonels will start from their own line. Big hit there by Courtney Kime, one of two Kime siblings on this Colonels team.
Courtney the younger, right? It was Courtney that just hit that?
Yes.
You said? Yeah, she's the sophomore. Older sister Caitlin, graduate student.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of background, both from Trevorton, PA.
Love the background information.
Hey, I got more. You want to hear more? Pre-physical therapy for Courtney, master's in education for Caitlin.
Okay.
Yeah, continue. Lyon Mountain High School, I believe that would be for both of them. So
certainly making their presence felt in this game as the Colonels push down the far sideline, rolls out of bounds, approaching the 150 mark in the second quarter, first half. So far, the Colonels up 1-0 on that lone goal. Certainly making it stand here with their incredible defense. Whistle blown here as Kate McNally gets tied up there with Jordan Pugh. hit by Pugh goes straight toward the Lakers, and they'll restart again. Huge lofted hit there right into Morgan Millard, who loses possession, but great chance there in that open field. Great offensive pressure by Hermanovsky, leading to the Colonels to start from the Lakers' defensive zone. And it gets hit there, but just keeps going as the Lakers go down the far sideline. Quick tussle there, but a pass forward, and it rolls just out of bounds, out of reach of Simser. Final 45 seconds here. Colonels looking to end the second half, or first half rather, up by a goal, and looking for more here. Great stick work there by Millard as she heaves it forward. Great pass. And the Colonels have something going here. Pass toward, and Phillips just kicks it away. Miller right back with some more offensive pressure as the Lakers try to retreat into their defensive zone. Millard passes it towards Gajowski, but muffed hit, and the Lakers will now push forward with 10 seconds left. One final hit there, intercepted by Hermanovsky. And that will be the final play of this first half. The Colonels up 1-0 so far in this game. Lakers trail for the first time this season. And Jacob, what are your overall thoughts so far from both sides?
I mean, it's just been an excellent defensive showing from both teams. You know, kind of just a crazy out of left field goal for the Wilkes University Colonels. The Lakers have done a great job to keep it to only one, especially there at the end. Great save there from Kai Phillips. But yeah, it's been a lot of off the ball movement from Wilkes, a lot of stops, just overall a couple half that both teams should be very proud of. So we're gonna see who comes out swinging for the second half.
A goal by Lexi Neville is the only score in this game. As we head toward halftime, we'll catch you guys for the second half. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. On this beautiful Saturday afternoon, field hockey action, Oswego State Lakers and the Wilkes University Colonels in the second half of this game. Garrett Chan alongside Jacob Bradley as a goal by Lexi Neville of the Colonels in the early part of the second quarter have them up by a score of 1-0. Colonels wearing the blue uniforms and the Lakers in the white tops and green shorts as the ball rolls out of bounds here. As I said before, the Colonels up 1-0, but the Lakers out shooting by a number of 3-2. Wilkes University certainly making most of their shots, and the Lakers, despite being down a goal, they will look to tie things up early on, sometime in the second half.
Yeah, and, we see kind of the tides already seeming to switch, with the Lakers having their back against the wall here now. Of course, the sides literally did switch. But no, now, we saw it in the first quarter. The Lakers were very heavy on offense. Now this past 2 quarters have been very heavy on defense. And already as we're about 3 minutes in, we've seen the Lakers have to play a little bit of defense.
Gayoski there trying to pass it toward the middle of the field where the Colonel cluster is there, but the Lakers will take over on offense. Solid back and forth game between these two teams, and actually the Colonels will have their first corner of this contest. Number 19, Rosenfield from the far corner will be dishing it out with the Lakers in net. Rosenfield passes it over with Miller dishing it over to Gayoski. Nothing happens there, and the Lakers will push forward toward the middle of the field. Schaefer clears it all the way down, and the Colonels will play from their back half of their zone. Back and forth as we go, and the Lakers now mounting some offensive pressure and a quick shove there, and the Lakers will now get a free hit.
This could be the turning point the Lakers need here to tie this ball game up.
Ellie Kazel will be going toward the corner as Lakers will have their 4th corner shot of this contest. .11:33 left in the third quarter. A pass is dished to number 10, Molly Darcy, who has to go over her stick. Pushing it forward is McNally. She pushes a shot over it. Oh, deflected off the post, I believe.
Just ran out of room.
And the Colonels will look to clear it out of their zone. But the Lakers continuing to put more offensive pressure. Swing and a miss there by McNally. And a bitter battle for the ball. And a trip there as Kazel falls down on the field. And the Colonels will now regain possession.
Had a little bit of disagreement there. I don't know if there's a lot of yelling. I don't know if Mike's picked that up, but a lot of yelling, a lot of chaos.
Seems like the referee's jogging over to the head coach for the Colonels, Ashley Irwin. Perhaps some discrepancy there on that play.
Yeah, might not have felt like there was some sort of violation or infraction made by the Lakers amongst that, and that they maybe shouldn't have been allowed to get a shot off because of that. So, could have been a very pivotal moment. But that, say there was an infraction or some sort of penalty that should have been implied there, and the referees may have missed that. Hats go off to the Wilkes defense for, not letting that continue in it, and getting a stop. Very big stop, nonetheless. That was very pressure-fulfilled 30 seconds of the game right there.
Lofted pass here, batted down by Schaefer. Shoved there by the Lakers, number 19, McNally, and so the Colonels will work from their own defensive zone. Pass on the near sideline. A bitter battle between Gajowski and Pagliaroli. Pugh with a strong hit forward, works toward the midfield circle. And great work there by the Colonels as they get something going. Hermanovsky passes it back to Gajowski. And now a whistle here. Perhaps some warning with a high stick.
Potentially looked like it. Maybe, not quite sure, if I'll be honest. But nonetheless, didn't seem like either party was playing around right there. So, bit of a warning heading the way of the Wilkes University Colonels.
A battle between 10s of both sides, Hermanovsky and Darcy for the ball. Hit on the stick there, and a whistle is called once again. Quick recovery by the Lakers as Pagliaroli in a bitter battle with Gajowski. So the Lakers will continue to push it downfield. The Colonels doing everything they can to make sure this strong Lakers offense doesn't get anything going. Sideline hit out of bounds, and so the Lakers with Darcy pushing it forward, and a great pass there. Lakers looking for something. Simser navigating through the Colonels' defense, passes it back to Pagliaroli, back to Simser. Simser surrounded by two Colonel defenders, and a whistle is called here. Clash of the sticks as number 10, Molly Darcy, winds away back before passing toward the middle of the field. Colonels looking to clear. Quick shot by McNally. It seems like there's some disagreements on the call here. Regardless, the Colonels will recover and move forward with possession. Aaron Schaefer now working toward the middle of the field. Great stuff there by the Lakers. Quickly snuffed out by the Colonels. Here comes LeBron toward the midfield part of the field. Battle on the far sideline. The Lakers will move forward. 7:40 left in this third quarter. Colonels up 1-0 here as Colonels with their first contest of the 2023 season. The Lakers 1-0 so far after their victory yesterday afternoon over to Manhattanville College.
Yeah. No, they scored 5 in that one, like you said there, Garrett. So right now, not once did they find themselves playing behind. Mm-hmm. So we've seen now it's been probably about 20 minutes or so as far as regulated time play goes. The Lakers have been playing behind, so we've kind of seen them up the aggression a little bit. But again, just this Wilkes University defense and offense has really just kind of stopped them in any tracks.
That's right. If there's any solace for the Lakers, as a game has progressed just last season during the 2022 campaign, they just seemingly get better and better.
Yes.
And creating offensive opportunities. Throughout all 4 quarters, the Lakers scored their most in the final quarter, 17 goals. Their shots in the second half continue to increase. So the Lakers maybe having that second half talk
potentially
is what gets them going.
Absolutely. No, it's certainly something to consider, just that this team does get better, like a fine wine with age.
Nice.
So they get better as the game goes along. So, it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually, keep the deficit too, because, not only they need to score, but being down 2, 3, 4 potentially isn't where they want to be going into the final 15. So, keeping them at bay with 1 and then going in that fourth quarter with the knowledge that you just shared with the world right there, we're going to, that's something that the Lakers are certainly going to have, maybe a little jetpack, you know what I mean?
Little jetpack.
Yeah, a little jetpack.
And it's interesting with the Colonels, it's kind of the opposite trend. They just
score early.
They're strong right out of the gates, and they start to tail off. So far, they've done a really great job here. A second corner shot of the game for the Colonels, looking to extend their lead with 5:50 left in this third quarter. Hit off over the stick and right to LeBron, who has it. Great pass there. And it trickles with the ball. And the Lakers trying to do everything they can to clear it. Here comes Kime. Shot. Phillips with a save. Another save. And she falls to the ground. The ball rolls out of bounds. Great stuff there by Phillips.
Yeah. No, great job by Phillips. Great job by the entire defense just to stop that. Of course, you're on a time crunch on those specific
That's
plays.
right.
So the Lakers were able to stop them. Wilkes got a couple shots off or a couple good opportunities. Like you said, Garrett, a couple good passes. And the Lakers were right there flooding in the zones. And like I always like to say, turn that Swiss cheese defense into a big old slice of provolone.
Very nice.
No holes.
Very nice. I've never heard that before. So.
Never, really?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I always think that. Maybe I never get to say it.
Well, you're got to use it more often now.
Yeah.
As the Lakers push it toward the middle of the field. And just in that scoring chance alone, you saw the Lakers, they were a lot more planted in their defense. You saw in that goal with the Colonels going up 1-0 that the ball just trickled.
Mm-hmm.
It just got trapped between the crowd of players, and then here they were able to at least push it away and go make the ball roll out of bounds.
Absolutely. No, so, and not as much traffic around the goal as well. Let Phillips be able to see beyond just what's in front of him. So
that's right.
Just kind of having that and not plugging up the goalie's line of view is just so important when there's so many bodies in front of you, and it's only a little ball. So
that's right.
It could sneak by you, which is what wound up happening to Phillips back in the second. But much better job by the Lakers there on that specific play, just to keep the ball out of Phillips' zone and bat it away.
4:21 left in the third quarter. The Colonels will start their possession around the midfield stripe. Strong hit there by Kime, gets recovered by Hensel as she navigates and passes it back to LeBron. Stopped there by Pagliaroli, and the Lakers navigating in the middle part of the field. Kazel still with possession. Pass is broken up there by Hensel. And wide open there, just out of reach of Kime, and it rolls towards the Colonel bench. And the Lakers will take off from there.
Again, just kind of chipping away at the Wilkes defense here. Trying to see how far they can push it down the field, which, good job there. Kazel gets around.
Kazel working away, looking for some numbers as she gets fouled by a Colonel defender, and so the Lakers will make something most out of their offensive opportunity in this part of the field. Simser navigating along the far sideline. Dishes it toward the middle where it's broken up by a bunch of Colonel defenders.
Big opportunity here.
Another corner shot for the Lakers. This will be their fifth.
They're mixing it up a little bit too. Usually we've seen Kazel take it. Now it looks like that might be Pagliaroli. Yes, it is. Number 5, Nancy Pagliaroli.
That's right. So hopefully something comes up here for the Lakers. Pagliaroli toward the middle of the field, right into the hands of Schaefer. Shot on goal. Great stop there by Idle. And the
Oh,
ball,
man.
was,
Almost the exact same
yes.
goal there from the Lakers that they gave up back in the second, but same thing, like you say, on a time crunch there. But
Fortunately for the Colonels, they were able to get it out of the way.
yeah. And looks like it might be a little confusion with it. It looks like, yeah, she could get a straight-up penalty shot.
Penalty shot for the Lakers.
It'll be Casey Simser, 23? Yes, Casey Simser.
Casey Sims.
Sorry, my eyesight. I got to try to figure out what these numbers are all the way down.
Well, you got it right,
Here.
Jacob.
Yes, Casey Simser.
Casey Simser with
Big
the
spot.
penalty shot. Yes. Chance to tie this game.
Whoa.
Simser sets, ready for a shot.
Got
and
it.
passed it.
Got
Great
it.
shot there by the Lakers, and now they tie things up. We are knotted up at 1 on a great shot past the reach of Idle, and we are all knotted up again. Back to square one.
That's exactly the break the Lakers needed right there to crack into the scoreboard. A little bit of a give me. You know, one of the toughest things to defend in all of sports is the penalty shot,
That's
whether
right.
it be soccer, whether it be field hockey, or just regular hockey. Difficult all around, so the Lakers able to capitalize on that off the stick of Casey Simser. And we got a brand new ball game, Garrett Chan.
That's right. Casey Simser with her first goal of the season. The Lakers continue to have a perfect penalty stroke percentage converted in yesterday's 5-2 victory over Manhattanville, and now they're tied up at 1 with 2:48 left in the third quarter. Colonels looking to respond here as they push the ball down the far sideline before it rolls out of bounds.
23, Casey Simser. That goal scored unassisted on the penalty stroke at 12 minutes, 12 seconds of the third quarter. Simser unassisted at 12.
So Lakers now in their defensive zone. Ball rolls out of bounds once again. Julia Alvey will take it from the sideline as she hits it. And it, through a bunch of sticks, it rolls toward the Lakers' favor. Great pass there as it goes over to Kubler looking for options. The Colonels intercept. Quick back and forth in the Lakers' offensive zone. Kubler again. In a bitter battle with Hensel. Shot on goal for the Lakers, kicked away by Idle. Number 19, McNally, creating more and more opportunities for the Lakers. And great stuff there by Idle to keep this game tied.
Absolutely. Now the Lakers are going to get another corner. Looks like this time Caitlin Jordan is going to run things for the Lakers. So again, just mixing it up a little bit. We're seeing some different stuff, and it goes back to our conversation from earlier, Garrett.
That's right.
Trying to figure out a little bit of an identity here. So, you know, it hasn't worked so far for the Lakers. Might as well try it again, this time with Jordan at that.
Certainly creating a carousel, an abundance of options at the corner hit position. Jordan with a pass toward the middle of the field. Quick shot there by McNally. Whistle blown there, and the Colonels will take over here as the helmets fly off.
They do. Yeah, it's a quick turnaround right there, those helmets. I mean, I don't know about you, Garrett, but I would not want to stand in goal.
Yes.
A little helmet.
That's right.
And potentially have a ball traveling at me that fast. I think I'm going to take a hard pass on that as the B came back to join us for a second.
That's right.
Just got a word from him.
Look, probably going to have some thoughts on Lakers tying it, but
Yeah.
lofted pass, and the Colonels will now work toward the middle of the field. Backhanded pass was out of bounds already. Great effort there by Rosenfield. Molly Darcy will take it from the sideline. A lofted pass here, looking for McNally, but it will get called back. We're in the closing 10 seconds left in the third quarter. The Cardinals will be working from their midfield. Down toward LeBron, rolls out of bounds, and that'll be it for the third quarter. So we enter the final quarter of the game, knotted up at 1, and what a game it has been so far.
Yes, it really has been. We're knotted up at 1, and of course we've been talking about all game how good this Lakers team is in the fourth quarter, so it's going to be curious to see if that stands for this season as well, if they can capitalize in the fourth quarter and take the victory. But 1-1, Garrett Chan. It's been a defensive matchup. The Lakers score on the penalty shot. What are we looking for in this fourth quarter?
It's going to be interesting to see what both first-year coaches, Caitlin Hoover and Ashley Irwin, discuss with their respective teams. Like I said, there's a lot to be proud of, especially for the Colonels, who asserted their defensive dominance early for the Lakers. They continue to go back to their old ways of piling those offensive opportunities, putting up a goal in the later stages of the third quarter. But so far, a really good battle between these two teams. And we even discussed earlier on in the broadcast with the Lakers and how they get stronger in this game. Last season, they outscored their opponents 17-3 in the fourth.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens this season.
Yeah, no, this is their cup of tea right here, this fourth quarter. And, you mentioned that this Wilkes team scores a lot quick and grabs a lead that way. Well, now, guess what? We're knotted up. Nobody's got a lead. Nobody's got momentum. Just one apiece. So It's going to be, one in the second for Wilkes, one in the third for Oswego. So now you kind of put that all behind you. All right. See what we got.
Buckle up, folks, for what will be a bitter battle between two teams this is their second encounter. Imagine that.
Ever?
Second encounter between these two teams. First was back in 1999.
Wow.
If I can pull it up here. Yes, the last meeting, September 12th, Lakers were victorious by a score of 3-1. So another low-scoring game.
Yeah. We're
tied up here 1-1. So who knows? History might repeat
itself.
There you go.
I know I just stole your line right from you.
No worries.
We got 15 hard minutes remaining.
Fresh 15 minutes on the scoreboard.
15. It's a beautiful day out. Let's just say that. I don't know if we even mentioned that how nice the day it is out right now, but having been down at the turf all morning, just setting things up for today's game.
Yes.
It is hot down there, so I'm sure a little bit of fatigue is going to play in, hence the hard 15 minutes. But, both teams are going to put all they got, lay it all on the line.
That's right. And
chance for a W.
As we saw in the latter stages of this first half, the Lakers utilized a lot more substitutions, making sure that they get fresh legs onto the field, and maybe both sides will continue to look at that and maybe get some new, fresh looks at the younger players.
Potentially, yeah. This is high-stakes match or high-stakes quarter. You got a victory on the line. This is where you pressure if it mines diamonds. So
nice.
You're gonna have to see who on the team is who you're going to trust in the big games when they are tied, when come conference play for both sides.
First the cheese and now it's the diamonds. How about that?
Yeah. I don't even know if that's the right saying, the diamond one, but I think it's molds, pressure molds diamonds. We haven't even mentioned that there's somebody last name Pressure on the Wilkes
Sydney
roster.
Pressure.
Sydney Pressure. So we'll
Number
see if
11.
she can handle the pressure.
Wow. Look at us.
I know. Look at us. We are almost pros.
Speaking of pressure, the Colonels looking to mount some offensive opportunities here, but the Lakers were able to break it up. Hermanovsky in a better battle with the number 10, Molly Darcy. The two number 10s on both sides.
Yeah. Coming to play, we saw Darcy was a big factor in the game yesterday.
Shot there, and while it will not count, great shot there.
Got to be a little bit closer.
Maura Hensel.
Just let it go by. Not even worth it. Not even worth the stop.
Maura Hensel's looking for her first goal if that would have counted, but it will roll out of bounds, out of the reach of Hermanovsky. Molly Darcy winds it up toward the middle of the field, bounces all the way towards the Colonel's defensive zone, played back to Budzak. First minutes we're seeing from her on the field. hit by Bud Zach. Blah.
Wow.
Words.
Words are hard.
As the Lakers now creating something here. A great pass ahead.
2-on-1.
With the numbers game, and
Oh,
just a
what a
kick
stop.
away by Idle, but Lakers are back looking for more here.
Great job by Idle, leaving the post there.
Colonels clear it out, and it goes off the stick of Darcy. Great instincts, great awareness there by Idle just to get it out of the way.
Absolutely, coming out of the net, just kicked it away, and then the rest of the Colonels defense just able to knock it out of bounds. So, great job.
12 minutes left in the final quarter of play. Lakers and the Colonels tied up. It was been an evenly matched, great contest between these two teams. Once again, meeting for the second time in their history. And it has not disappointed thus
Did you
far.
say you picked up the victory the first time?
The Lakers.
The Lakers did, okay.
Whistle blown here, and the Colonels will move forward with possession. Hensel with a hit, an intended pass for Pugh. And the Lakers will be moving it back toward the near sideline. Heaves it forward, intercepted here by Pugh. And a stoppage of play here as she waves with a high stick here. Passes forward to Kazel as she works toward the middle part of the field, now recovered by Buchot. Buchot moving back toward the middle part of the field. Buchot falls on the field, and so the Colonels will now move forward with possession. Big hit there, finding Porterfield. Dishes it back to Donnelly. Play stuck toward the middle of the field before Jordan now pushing it forward with the Lakers looking to break the tie with about 10-20 left in this final quarter of this game. Jordan will get a free hit here as she will now play it forward. Clever stick work there. Great pass, backhanded pass, intercepted by the Colonels. The Lakers doing everything they can to keep it in their offensive zone, and it's working so far. And it's just a backhanded pass to clear it out of bounds. Whistle blown here, so the Lakers will continue to work from their offensive zone, and it will work quickly here. Colonels will be able to break it up, and they will just clear it down out of bounds. Molly Darcy will now move it forward, navigating through the Colonels. Through the legs of Pagliaroli. Simser moving it forward now. Dishes it, looking for Darcy, but it's great recovery there by Jordan, but just rolls over the line and out of bounds.
Setting up the play, it looks like, too. Or you heard the coach right there. Again, I don't know what the microphones are picking up and what they're not picking up. But from up here, we could hear the coach for Wilkes.
Certainly try and take any advantage they can.
Yeah.
Sims are running off the field with some substitutions as the ball rolls out of bounds. So once again, trying to get some new faces in, some fresh legs in during the final 8:18 left.
Absolutely.
Kime with a pass that will roll all the way toward that lone camera.
Our lone camera down there, which I'm not sure if anybody's been able to see so far today. But there is another one down there.
That's right. Here comes the Colonels down the near sideline. Broken up there by Heather Dent. Whistle is blown here, and the Lakers will now move forward. Big hit will now be called back. Pugh with a strong hit over the stick of Keim, and it rolls toward the far sideline. Keim trying to navigate through the Lakers defenders, but great stuff there, and the Colonels will have a great offensive opportunity here to take the lead.
They will indeed. 7:10 remaining, 1-1 ball game. This is humongous for the Colonels to see if they can take themselves a late game lead.
And discussing strategy here, the third corner of the game. Maura Hensel, who certainly made her presence felt in this game, will have the corner shot for the Colonels. Hensel with a rolling pass. Batted down, quickly snuffed out by the Lakers, but whistle is called.
Yeah, great job there by the Lakers. Just a little bit of a timely error right
That's
there
right.
But it looks like they might get another chance at it.
Another corner for the Wilkes University Colonels.
Just run it back. It seems like they're just going to
Run it
right
back. Maura Hensel again with the corner shot. Rolling pass to Millard. Passes it to wide open in front, and there's a bitter battle in front of the net. Stoppage of play here. The Lakers will now take off the helmets and start their own offensive opportunities.
So nice they did it twice, back-to-back stops right there by the Lakers on the corner shots. Got to wonder if that's going to swing momentum in any sort of way.
A great sequence there by the Lakers as they look to make great defense into great offense. Whistle called here. A lot of new, fresh legs out on the field for the Lakers, looking to make most of their substitutions. And Jacob, I gotta ask, with the final, approaching the final 6 minutes of the game, starting to see a lot of stoppages, a lot of probably over aggressiveness on some people's players. You think it's the fatigue that's getting to them, or is it just just trying to make everything work?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of both. Obviously as the game gets longer, everybody's been running. We've seen a lot of players that haven't gotten any time to go take a seat on the bench. So I think over time, you're just naturally gonna become a little bit more prone to error. But at the same time, it's 1-1, so both teams are trying all you can do to get away. So the aggressiveness turns up, and sometimes the aggressiveness could turn into some mistakes. But now we got a corner shot.
Another corner shot for the Colonels. This will make it their fourth of this contest. Quick, slow rolling pass here. Keim dishes it off toward the far sideline, intended for Gayoski. And so the Lakers do another great job here of stopping that corner opportunity.
Yes, they do. And now the Colonels are going to have to kind of start, like we've said all the time, start over.
Colonels will have to have a reset. Great stuff there by Phillips. It gets an unfortunate bounce, and the
it's going to be
ref
a high stick. I had a feeling it was going to be a high stick.
The ref will call it off a high stick. It's just an unfortunate, fortuitous bounce that just found the back of the net. And so a big break there for the Lakers.
Yeah, it's very rare we see somebody go top shelf.
That's right.
In field hockey, so we're going to get a high stick call. Unfortunate break, but the Lakers right back at it here.
And the Lakers try and make something, most of their lone offensive opportunity. What a stick work there. And the Lakers pushing it down the field, deeper in the offensive zone. And it's snuffed out by the Colonels' defense and idle.
Great run, though.
Great run there by, I believe, number 19. Yep, number 19, Kate McNally. Just kept going, looking for numbers. Just had a wide open green, and unfortunately just wasn't able to get her body around to make a nice angle shot.
Yeah.
penalty corner here for the Lakers. It will be their 7th of the game. Of course, one of them converted into a penalty shot opportunity, which
one up to the goal?
Simser shot right past the diving glove of Idle to tie back in the late stage of the third quarter. Slow rolling pass to Darcy. Darcy with a pass, and it gets...
Oh, yeah, there it is.
And the Lakers score. Unfortunately, it gets under the legs of the Colonel defenders, and the Lakers, for the first time in this game, will take a lead. They are up 2-1 with 4:27 left in the game.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been Caitlin Jordan was celebrating a little early.
Yes.
Let's go, 'cause only so much we could see from up here. But, yeah, just great job by the Lakers to capitalize on their first corner of the day. You mentioned the first one of them converted into a penalty shot, which converted into a goal. This time they don't even need the penalty shot.
That's right.
Straight up goal scored by Nancy Pagliaroli.
Nancy Pagliaroli, who has certainly made her defensive presence known, gets her first points and first goal of the season. So, Lakers up 2-1, 4:27 left. Colonels, for the first time, trailing, but, you know, what we've seen so far, some offensive opportunities, but they've certainly made the most of it.
A lot of time, too, Garrett Chan. 4 minutes, 27 seconds remain, so they're going to have to move quickly because you don't want to, you know, the stop-start type of offense because that's going to burn some time.
And they certainly tried to make it work here. Danko tried just playing it forward, but the Lakers pulled the reverse card, and now they work their offensive magic toward the near sideline.
See, you've got it, too. I can talk about cheese and diamonds. You can talk about Uno.
We'll get a little tidbits in there, you know.
Tidbits.
Molly Darcy will take it and pushes it forward through Colonel defense. Great stop there. Stoppage of play, and so the Colonels will take over on possession. Another stoppage of play here, and the Colonels will just keep moving forward. Hensel with a pass to Kelly Scott. Lakers snuff it out. And two Colonels players, number 19, Rosenfield, tried to make something happen. Hensel looking for a quick pass, batted down there by McNally. And so McNally will now play it forward to Caitlin Jordan, quickly intercepted there by Jordan Pugh. Molly Darcy with a big hit goes over the stick of Jordan Pugh. And so the Lakers creating more offensive opportunities in these final stages of this game, and the Wilkes University trying to create any breaks they can. Backhanded pass. What a pass by Gajowski. Finds Porterfield, who pushes it down the far sideline. Battled with two defenders. Kicked away by Phillips, and that ball will roll out of bounds. So, shot there. Long distance shot.
Yeah.
Hoping to find the back of the net, but Colonels will just continue to move in their offensive zone in the final 2:06 left.
Yeah, big time 2 minutes here left in the game. This is where the stars come out. This is where the stars come to play.
Jordan Pugh finds Kelly Scott, who tries to work off the Lakers, but Lakers will recover and move forward. 1:48 left in this game. Lakers up 2-1 on the late scoring goal by Pagliaroli. I lost myself for a second.
I know you did. It's okay, long day. Long day for all of us here at within the sports department. It's not over yet.
We got more Oswego State athletics games coming up, not just today, but over the course of the next few days, too.
Absolutely, yeah. Big sports are back.
Live sports are back. It's great to be back. And
Yeah.
the Lakers,
And what a game to start.
what a game it has been. First two games, the Lakers have put on great performance, great offensive momentum, and certainly carry forward as we approach the final minute left. Wilkes University Colonels looking to make something happen, and they're working their way forward. Here comes Kelly Scott and a shot and kicked away by Phillips. Great opportunity there for Scott, navigating through the Lakers.
Yeah, potentially time for one more big offensive drive here. And they might have it.
Porterfield with a shot. It gets batted. And it looks like the Lakers will have...
It's going to be a corner. Looks it.
Yep, a late corner here for the Colonels. Lakers will put on their helmets, 34 seconds left. And strategy here as they're discussing it in that huddle. Hopefully you wind up for a shot and through the player's screen, perhaps an unfortunate bounce. Yeah. Maybe we'll tie this game.
You never know. I mean, the Lakers hadn't converted one until it counted, so neither have the Colonels. So this could be, there's no better time than now.
Hensel will be taking the corner with a pass straight towards Rosenfield. Over the stick, but Colonels respond right back. Opportunity here.
Wow.
And wow, what a way to tie this game. A great penalty corner sets up a goal, and now we're knotted up at 2 with 25 seconds left.
Yeah, with 25 left. You said it's time, no better time than now to convert their first penalty or corner. And they do just that. So looks like we might be getting some bonus field hockey here.
Yes. Under 6th penalty corner, make the most of it, and so we got a whole new ball game.
Whole new ball game for both sides. I mean, a couple late games scoring. And I think it just goes to how evenly matched these two teams truly are.
The Lakers will now work toward midfield, trying to make something happen toward the final stages of this game. A goal by Kelly Scott has knotted this game at 2, and the ball will roll out of bounds. And it looks like that will be the final play of the game. Unless the Lakers are moving as fast as they can. One shot here, and time will run out. So, after 4 quarters, after 60 minutes, we have the Lakers 2, the Colonels 2, and what a game it has been.
It has been a great game. Now, I won't lie to you, Garrett Chan. I'm not exactly sure if there's overtime or if there isn't overtime. So, we're going to find out
We
together.
will see.
But yeah, I mean, nonetheless, if that is all she wrote, a couple great matchups. It doesn't look like it's all she wrote. It looks like we're going to take a little maybe time out between both sides, regroup, and come back out. I want to say for maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. I could be wrong on that. Okay, I had a feeling we had a little bit of overtime just throughout the couple years of following field hockey here at Oswego. But yeah, I mean, just let's talk a little bit. We got 5 minutes now to discuss what we've seen over the course of an hour's worth of regulation play. Like we said, a very evenly matched up game for both these sides. A lot of defense, just capitalizing when it counts, and we haven't seen any great long distance shot or any super long runs leading to goals. It's really just been a lot of pressure around the net and being able to capitalize on on a loose ball, pretty much. It's
been a lot of traffic, as you said, in front of the net, and when you have a lot of players and you have the goalie trying to make sense of everything going on, you're just trying to sometimes you lose sight of the ball, and it's exactly what happened for both sides, and that's why we have a tied ball game.
Absolutely. I want to correct myself too. I said that the 5 minutes on the clock was for the quarter. It is not. It is for the little break.
The stoppage.
So we're still yet to find out how long the fifth quarter will be. I want to say it's about 5 or 10 minutes. I could be wrong, but
we're all going to learn.
We're all going to learn together, and we apologize, too, for potentially our naiveness when it comes to the overtime rules of field hockey.
It's second game of the season. We're just all getting in the swing of things.
We're all learning. So, nonetheless.
And for just a quick scoring recap, Wilkes University got an early lead, scoring an early goal in the second quarter, courtesy of Lexi Novell. Then in the third quarter, on a penalty shot, Casey Simser puts one in the back of the net, her first of the season. And in the fourth quarter, first it was the Lakers with Nancy Pagliaroli, her first goal of the season, and Kelly Scott knotting things up in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. So it'll be interesting to see with the fatigue possibly playing a role, and then occasional bouts of over-aggressiveness. Let's see who strikes and puts a bow on this game.
Right, and we saw a scoreless quarter to open up the contest here. So, scoring is not becoming plentiful. It's not like
Yes.
we're looking at a 10-10 tie. We're looking at a 2-2 tie. So there's certainly that potential of, we might be seeing, might be a while until we get our next goal. They've come scarce. They've come in few.
And just from taking a back seat, we look at the coaches for both Caitlin Hoover and Ashley Irwin. It's their first season leading their respective squads.
Yep.
Of course, it'll be their first overtime game of the season. So you could assume that the drills, the practice is set up for moments like this.
Absolutely. I know just from my experience of playing sports, obviously not field hockey, but other sports in general, this is what the conditioning's for. This is what the training is for. It's for these games where you've got to play more than what's on the card for the day. You've got to kind of bear down and show a little bit of grit. So it's been a long game, both these teams. Like I say, a lot of ground to cover, a bit of a hot day, especially down at the turf. So you're getting some fatigue, you're getting just some tired legs. We haven't even mentioned the fact that Wilkes is coming all the way in from Pennsylvania, so that it's been an early morning for them. It's been a long bus trip, and they're probably looking towards a long bus trip on their way back. So there's a lot of different factors that go into this. Just for us too up here, first week of classes, long week.
Yeah.
So you gotta have to go for it as well. Everybody's getting into that in-game shape and everything along those lines. So a lot of outside factors to this entire game. But you know what? These are the moments you train for. This is the moments you work for. Are these overtime matchups?
And you talk about the breaks that kind of just the Colonels having to make the trip back. So we look forward for the Colonels. Their next game Thursday, September 7th. Their home opener against Alvernia University. And we look for the Lakers, of course. They played yesterday. They're playing another game today. Their next game, next Wednesday, September 6th, versus St. John Fisher University. So they'll have some time to hopefully recover. Hopefully a win here will certainly provide that momentum into Wednesday's game.
Absolutely. It's especially early on in the season, it is tough to play in these overtime type of matchups.
That's right.
Your body's not quite in season mode.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? You're working towards it. So it's certainly going to be a struggle for both sides. It's been a hard-fought game. Those defensive games, that's where the grittiness comes from. That's where these, that's hard work to keep both teams into, especially in field hockey where we see a lot of high-scoring matchups. So, hats go off to both these teams for playing for 60, but now we're going to get a little bit of some extra bonus time. Lucky you guys at home. 10 more minutes of play.
Let's do this. Overtime here at Laker Turf. Garrett Chan alongside Jacob Bradley for what has been an amazing field hockey contest between these two teams, the Oswego State Lakers and the Wilkes University Colonels. The Oswego State Lakers will start with possession in overtime. Simser will dump it back into their own zone, pushing it forward by Darcy. Quick pass here to Schaefer, and it's quickly recovered here by the Colonels. Breakaway, but Schaefer turns it around. And dish over here to Simser, who gets a intended pass for McNally, but snuffed out by the Colonels. Stoppage of play here has just been the big three of McNally, Darcy, and Simser, who have just been in the middle of absolutely every single play.
Yeah. I just want to, real quick, I want to shout out my mother.
Nice.
Because she sent me a photo here of the overtime rules.
Okay. Okay.
So it's sudden death.
Break it down for us.
Yeah, sudden death. We have 10-minute here quarter and a potential for a second overtime if they do not score here. So thank you to my mom for.
That's right. We always love the outside help.
Yeah, for watching and for giving me the pointers on how the overtime works here in Division III. So sudden death. Whoever scores first walks away with the W.
And so the Lakers looking to make most great work there by Molly Darcy, who winds a pass to McNally. Stoppage of play here. And we will get a penalty corner here.
All right.
For Oswego State Lakers early on in this overtime.
So both teams coming off of a successful penalty corner. Of course, the Lakers, that's where they took the lead. And most recently you had the penalty corner from Wilkes, and they wound up getting the score.
That's right.
Both teams, they're hot, so to say. They got the hot hand when it comes to the penalty corner.
Absolutely. Oswego State corners will be working with their 8th corner. We usually see a rotation, of people taking the corner shot. Here we have Aaron Schaefer. So we're seeing a lot of different players from that position.
And only 3-2 up for, and of course, the rosters on the field do slim down from what I could see. You've got 4 plus the 2 defense.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's off on the side. Okay, never mind. I was going to say Pagliaroli out there, but she's looking to re-enter into the game, it appears.
A pass here by Schaefer. Winded up shot here. What a save there by Idle. Kicks it away. And the Colonels will look to make something happen here.
Yeah, great save by Idle, like you said there, Garrett. Just shooting it away, not even giving the chance for a ricochet or any sort of loose ball. Just getting it out of the way, and an excellent stop right there from the Colonels.
Great instincts there. Certainly what's led to an evenly matched, tight contest here at Laker Turf. A battle of the number 10s, Hermanovsky and Darcy. A common theme in this game. They continue to go at it right there. Here come the Colonels. A shot down toward the Oswego defensive zone, and they will take it out from the out-of-play zone. Winded up shot here by Pugh, intercepted by the Lakers. And here they go, down the far sideline, pass, through pass for Simser, recovered there by Hermanovsky. Batted down again by Darcy, and now here comes Simser. Simser finds Pagliaroli. And now the Colonels looking to make something happen here. Stoppage of play here. Colonels will hold on to possession. Now the Lakers will take over in the offensive half. Looking for a shot here off the post. Whoa. Unfortunate bounce there, and it was close, but the Colonels hung on.
Wow, that was almost brutal.
Yes.
For Wilkes right there. Just kicked off the, I don't even think Oswego recognized what had happened there. Kind of dodged a bullet right there, did Wilkes and Idle in goal.
Sometimes the goalposts are a goalie's best friend, and it
are.
certainly helped there.
Yeah. Could have also been our worst enemy right there as well.
That's true. Backhanded pass, and now here comes the Lakers. Schaefer with a hard foul, and so Colonels will play forward. 6 minutes left in this first overtime half. Hensel with a pass straight forward for Millard, who will go forward, but will be intercepted by the Lakers. Stoppage of play here, and the Lakers will now make something happen. Great stuff there by Darcy. Here comes Pagliaroli trying to make something happen, but it's a foul, and so the Colonels will now move forward. Off the stick of Pagliaroli, and now the Lakers will go make something happen. Offensive pressure as they move forward. Here comes Darcy. A shot off the stick. And it looks like there'll be an exchange between the ref and number 18, Courtney Kime.
Yeah, it might have been a high stick call.
High stick call.
Push off from Molly Darcy right there down low. So she'll get flagged there, and it gives a little bit of breathing room as it kind of sends off the dogs, so to say.
Pass goes out of reach of Miller. I've never heard that before.
Call off the dogs? You never heard that?
Oh, call off the dogs.
Call off the dogs, yeah. Tell them it's all good.
That's right.
The bee's back.
Making its grand return.
Got a little up close and personal right there that time. But.
Ooh, big hit there. And Bouchot falls to the ground, and the Colonels continue to move forward with play. Pass goes out of the reach of Millard. Miller now regains possession, navigating and a backhanded pass intended for number 6, Gajowski. Big shot there, hoping for something to number 10, Hermanovsky, but the Lakers were able to snuff it out. 4 minutes left in this first half of overtime. Ball is given up straight, and a bitter stick battle between the Lakers and the Colonels. Intercepted pass there by Darcy, and now the Lakers will move it forward. Number 4, Bouchot, intended pass for Darcy. So the Colonels will continue in their offensive zone. Colonels with a big hit on goal.
Not going to count.
That's not going to count.
It will not count.
It just kept trickling and went under the leg. But
real quick, I know this is kind of a pivotal part.
Yeah.
So for fans that might be unfamiliar, so Kai Phillips right there, let the ball go by him and into the net. If he plays that off of him, that's a live ball still.
Yes.
So very smart to just let it go into the goal and become a dead ball, because say he kicks it or sticks it, no matter what, it becomes live. So
yes.
Just wanted to throw that out for anybody going, why did you just let that in? That's why. It's because it's still a live ball.
If you touch it, it takes a bad bounce or something, or it goes straight toward a Colonel offensive player and it goes back in there, that could spell huge trouble.
Huge disaster, especially when one goal ends the game. You don't want that. So.
And speaking of perhaps trouble, the Colonels will have a penalty corner. 2:55 left in the first half of overtime. A pass here goes past the stick of Kelly Scott. Recovered here by Pugh. And
there it is.
Wilkes University scores. The Colonels in overtime gets the victory by a score of 3-2.
Yeah, and they're going to storm the field there as well. Yeah, just a tough one right there. Just got right past Kai Phillips. Like I said, a lot of pressure around the net. Just tough, but a humongous road win for this Wilkes team. Coming on the road, a bit of a late-minute addition to the schedule as well.
That's
who
right.
doesn't want to pick up a quick win like that, a big win, and also too starting off 1-0.
A great start for Ashley Irwin and her squad. The penalty corner set up by Maura Hensel and a goal by Morgan Hermanovsky, her first of the season. And the Wilkes University Colonels will return home happy and with a win. As for the Oswego State Lakers, they start their opening weekend 1-1. A victory yesterday over Manhattanville and a defeat to the Colonels today. But overall, a very solid weekend of field hockey.
Absolutely. The Lakers split the weekend, taking the victory yesterday and then dropping today. So, but you can always view that too as its 0-0. Like we said earlier,
That's right.
saw a lot of ties, a lot of even matches throughout this game. 1-1, still early in the season. One loss isn't going to kill you. So it's coming back strong, bouncing back, and looking to kind of maintain an above 500 record for when a little bit maybe some tougher conference opponents come around as the season progresses, which is something we've seen the Lakers struggle in the last couple of years. Is as deeper the season goes, the conference matches can kind of take them out a little bit.
That's right.
But nonetheless, a tough, hard victory. It sucks to lose in overtime, but the Lakers got to keep their heads up. And as for Wilkes, excellent play all around from them. Great defense, great offense. Hack goes off to Idle in goal.
That's right.
Excellent game from her in between the pipes. So just a great overall game and pleasure to watch.
What a game it has been by both teams. Evenly matched, both teams 8 shots. Wilkes certainly made most of it 7 on goal versus the Lakers 5. Penalty corner is prevalent in this game. Certainly made a huge difference with that set piece. But that will do it for us. The Lakers will have a quick turnaround as their next game here at Laker Turf, Wednesday, September 6th at 4 o'clock as they face St. John Fisher University. So for myself, Jacob Bradley, our director, Ryan Joyce, and our amazing crew who worked hard in bringing you this game, I'm Garrett Chan. We'll catch you next time here for our coverage of Oswego State Athletics.